What up, world? It's your boy E-Dub, a.k.a. Eric C. Wilson. I am here with today the birthday boy, Mr. One, Mr. Lance LaRosa. Lance, say what's up to the people.
What's up to the people?
So this is it, man. Week 5, ROE, and we got our first loss. But you know what? I'm not as upset as some fans may be because I feel like, and this is the one time I'm going to say this, we truly got screwed over by the refs because of the calls that were not getting made.
I'm going to take a moral victory on this one. We put up more yards.
We
We
did.
had a better game.
We did.
I mean, there were some... Let's start talking about the BS calls. Let's jump right into
Fine.
it. Okay, first and foremost, a chop block.
Yes.
A chop block has to be at someone's knees. When you have a defender who is 5'10 defending someone who is 6'5 coming at him, and he bends his head a little to take the hit, and the guy runs into him chest first, that is not a goddamn chop block.
I completely agree with you. Listen, this is why I always say when you're a running back, you have to be careful. Listen, we both love us some Sproles, but unfortunately, these things are going to happen. Here is my biggest one, the one that still annoys me to this day, and I'm glad it got overturned. Matthew Stafford ain't got no chin strap on, but then because he got hit as the play was going on, even though he did not have the ball had released from him, they called that on us, and I'm like, are you serious? So we just supposed to freeze in motion. This is not freeze tag like we're in elementary school, people.
Whoa, hold on. When you say it got overturned, it affected the game. They gave the penalty right then and there. What got overturned was a personal fine for the hit, I thought.
Oh, was that? Oh, I thought the whole thing.
Because we ended up, from what I recall, and mind you, I was drinking heavily that day.
Well, so was I, but okay.
From what I recall, that hit counted. They got the first down. They got 15 yards. We got the personal foul, and it went ahead and changed the course of that game. It would have been probably a good solid 3 and out. All of a sudden, they're much closer to the goal line. They've got another shot at it.
Listen.
So things like the penalties in this game were really a key factor. When you look at it, I mean, I think we, what was it? The only penalty, I saw get overturned at all was when we went to a booth review with like a minute 20 left in the first half because they said it was an incomplete pass that was then overruled, and then they gave a penalty that they said, no, it's a BS penalty because the NFL at that point was stepping in and going, you guys ain't doing your job right, there's something going on.
Yeah.
And which was good. They laid off us until the fourth quarter. At the end of the fourth quarter, we started seeing them BS penalties come up again. Every time a play went off, everyone was waiting for a flag. Every time.
I can't argue with you. Here's my analysis of the entire game. We were down 21-10 at halftime. And so for me, it's one of those times where in the past, I've looked at this and I've been like, all right, hold up, fellas. We need to restructure this. This is what we need to do. We cannot be down by this. The rest of the game, we need to play with some intensity and some hurry up. And that's what I saw. For us to come back and make it 23-21, I was like, okay, all right, we got this. And then the call that should have been made, that was not made, and I don't know who we need to talk to, but even there are so many people looking into this who are like, that play should have been a pass interference call.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. And Carson Wentz threw his first interception.
Well, and yes, he threw his first interception. It was kind of the Hail Mary at the end of the game. I don't even hold that against him. At that point,
I don't, but it's a stat, though. It's his first stat.
It is. It's his first stat. It's his first interception in it. But look at how many TDs he's thrown. Look at how many games he's gone without one. If those are the only interceptions that are thrown, or those the last-minute plays, okay, I can give it to him. The course of that game really was determined by the penalties, because you talk about going into halftime 21-10. Well, look at that 21-10. When they stopped giving us penalties, we were performing.
Exactly.
We have over 100 extra yards in the air.
Yeah.
We have total pass completion. He was spot on. He was 25-33.
He was poised.
I mean, like,
He was poised. He was primed. He knew what had to be done. He got the job done. Now, moving forward, and I'm saying it, I said it yesterday on the show. You can check out the replay, www.hnl3.com. I said it yesterday. Redskins, y'all finna get whooped because we finna take out all our frustration on our first divisional opponent.
Yeah.
And believe me, in 2 weeks, after this Sunday, in 2 weeks, when Tony Romo come back, which I'm hoping and I'm praying, please, Tony Romo come back, because this will be your last game as an NFL quarterback. I'm telling you right now, you heard it here first on ROE.
I don't even think they're putting him in. I'm just saying.
Listen, it will depend. It will depend, and we don't talk anything else but Eagles on here, but we're going to sidetrack for just a minute. If Dak Prescott can be successful in Green Bay, I think that he'll keep the job. If he loses, Jerry Jones is going to be more vying for Tony Romo. He already is vying for the prodigal son to come back. But besides that, we don't talk that on this. Redskins, y'all in trouble. Just letting y'all know right now.
I see so much going on with the Redskins game that I'm excited for.
Oh, yes.
Like I said, and I said it at the beginning of this, I see this as a moral victory for us. We played amazing football. If we played the football that we played last week against the Redskins, they're getting whooped.
It's over.
I mean, Carson Wentz had 238 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's a solid performance from a quarterback any day of the week. And
of course it is.
Don't get me wrong, Kirk Cousins is good, but I don't think they're going to be able to spread the ball around and really step up to this defense. You have the aged. Deshaun Jackson, he's good. I would never say he's not. I loved him when he was on our team, except for that stupid let me let go of the ball, he was a rookie, whatever. We all remember it. But
he made up for it in Miracle in the Meadowlands.
Yeah, exactly. It's a trade-off.
I'll look at both. Yeah.
So what we're really looking at with this is we've got Deshaun Jackson as a threat, which I will be honest, I do not know that any of our corners are in a position speed-wise to keep up with, because he's fast. But I think play-wise, if they keep him off the verticals, we have him. He's never been good at cutting onto the inside. He's not good at crossing routes. He's all right at stop and goes, but if it's that initial play with him, bump and run, he's screwed. He doesn't have the breakaway. He never makes it.
Another factor is Jordan Reed. I don't know if he's out. I don't think he's playing. So that frees up the tight end spot, which is, I don't know who their backup is, but it's not Jordan Reed. What I am fearful of is whoever is on the side of Josh Norman, whether it be Matthews, whether it be Aguilar, whether it be Huff, whether it be Darrell Green Beckham, I don't know. But whoever has the daunting task of getting covered by Josh Norman, just know you're going to have a long day.
Oh, yeah.
That said, that part of the field is going to be basically off limits. And I think that we're going to have to play to the middle, and we're going to have to play to the opposite side of Josh Norman for us.
I don't think Josh Norman is going to be a shutdown quarter with our current receiving core. I think our biggest issue with our receiving core right now is going to be time. And the reason I say time is it's going to be time for Carson Wentz, because remember, Lane Johnson is officially out.
Yeah, but Alan Barber is stepping into that role.
Right, yeah, but
we have other... No.
It's a whole change on the front line. It's going to affect the dynamic. It's going to affect the timing.
Not much. I don't think so.
Well, I think it's important enough, and I'm not saying it's going to stop us
by
any which way, shape, or form, but I think that when you're looking at a QB who's been very big on his pocket presence, very big on paying attention to everything, watching what's going on, taking away that extra second or two before he has to scramble, before he has a chance to really identify what's going on, what his coverage on the field is, are they playing man, are they playing zone, is going to make enough of a difference where it's going to keep our passes probably in the 10 to 15 yard range when he's attempting it.
And that's fine. But what I will say to you is they've had a full solid week to practice.
Yep.
They've had a full solid week to incorporate Alan Barber into this mix. What I do love about Carson Wentz is his mobility. If he was just a straight pocket passer, I might be a little more fearful. But he is a guy now. He is a guy that is prone to go to his left side.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to have to be a little extra careful about moving one way versus the other. One last thing I want to talk about. Key moment in the game. And I need to hear from you on this. Ryan Matthews with the fumble. I know this is Ryan Matthews. This is what we kind of expect from him. But pivotal moment that I think, kind of just put the nail in the coffin for us, aside from the, interception.
As much as I hate to say it happens. We haven't had a turnover all year.
I know.
We had 2 this game. It was bound to happen. Wentz was going to get an interception. We were going to have a fumble eventually.
Right.
I mean, we caused one earlier in the game. Turnabout's kind of fair play.
Okay.
I can't hold Matthews to really harm on this one. It wasn't great. It wasn't perfect, but it wasn't. I don't want to even call it the nail in the coffin. It really wasn't. The final nail in the coffin was that interception, yes.
Which was a pass.
But
which
the
was a
fact
defensive
is,
pass interference call all day long.
The fact of it is, we had enough of a chance even with that fumble because our guys are playing that damn good.
Yeah.
And it really does come down to the refs having screwed us. And I hate to say that. I don't want to be like, oh, they hate the Eagles, but you have to look at those plays. You look at some of that bullshit that went on defensive penalties, offensive penalties, shit we were being called for that the other team wasn't being called. I had a Giants fan come up to me and go, damn, it's like I'm watching Remember the Titans. Like, I mean, it's like the refs are out to get us.
We had to play mistake-free football, and no matter even if us doing that, it just happened to where we were the unfortunate victim. But I say this again, y'all can all hail to the Redskins all you want. This Sunday, I'm telling you, everything that we got is we're taking out on you. So if you're a Redskins fan, and there are y'all that I love, and not this week, not going to happen. Anyhow, man, this has been great. Again, to my brother, I love you, man. Thank you so much. We will see y'all next week. This has been the latest edition of ROE. Check it out on www.hnl3.com.